Brazil is one of the countries with better economic growth compared to other Latin American countries. However, it also has a significant percentage of poverty. According to the World Bank, in a study published in 2023, the percentage of poverty was 21.7%. However, projections indicate that the percentage will decline to 20.9% in the following years. Now, favelas in Brazil are located in the outskirts of the country's large cities, such as Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. People who live there build their house in a vacant land at the edge of the city. But how do residents in favelas navigate challenges such as crime, violence, and informal labors? Crime, violence, and parallel governance. According to Pimenta Suarez and Ferreira, large part of the territory is controlled by organized crime, whether they are criminal factions such as drug trafficking, control of public services like cable and TV, and irregular transport services, and militias, who are linked to current or former police officers, turning security institutions away from their territories. Leading violent non-state actors that control and settle in these neighborhoods. These have caused violent disputes with the police, and these non-state actors have power over the people who live there. There is this quote that says that the cost of generating high perceptions of violence when it creates resistance will be higher than when it creates fear, at least in the short to medium term. The benefits to perpetrators of that perception from those resisting will be lower, as they will be less likely to purchase goods or services from the perpetrators. Another problem is also racism. According to a study made by Sequeira in 2019, Black residents are 2.7 times more likely to be homicide victims, and 75.5% of victims of police violence are Black. Another problem is informal labor market. According to Turche e Mello in 2010, residents of the favelas work in non-traditional jobs, the ones called informal jobs, informal markets. They fall outside formal regulatory structures, and therefore the population faces challenges in access to public infrastructure, social services, and entertainment facilities. For example, if a person works on the street selling beverages, they won't receive the same social benefits they would receive if they work on a formal business. Another problem that these residents navigate is mental health. Let's see this quote. Neighborhood violence is a serious social issue which affects a large proportion of the population worldwide. Individual differences in experiences and fears of violence are linked with mental health symptoms and quality of life of residents in a conglomerate of favelas in Brazil. A typical example of informal settlements where levels of neighborhood violence are high. The impact of violence on mental health and quality of life is in addition to the influence of other factors, in particular marked poverty. The most powerful navigation tool is the collective strength and self-organization. Residents establish and rely on powerful community organizations, and this group act as a social safety net, providing services the state fails to deliver, such as coordinating infrastructure improvements, fighting evictions, and managing resource distribution during crises. Residents also navigate challenges by engaging in urban social movements to demand housing rights, land regulations, and basic public services from the municipal authorities, forcing the state to recognize and invest in their territories. Thank you.